Your prediction on the fight against Algieri?
1 round.
Why would you say 1 round?
Because I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Because he's too cocky.
What was it that he did that rubbed you the wrong way?
Just his look.
Like, is there anything that you think that he does that could give him problems?
No. He can run, but he can't hide.
You think he'll run?
Of course he will. Try to confuse us. We'll catch him.
Do you think that he could have deluded himself into thinking that he has a chance by doing different things and then maybe mind over will?
What different things can he do? I mean, you know, it's Manny Pacquiao. This is not Ruslan Pernavikov. Ruslan's blew a couple fights because he's just a young fighter coming up, a good puncher and so forth. He didn't know what to do with 2 knockdowns with the Bradley fight or the Algieri fight. When Manny knocks someone down twice, he knows what to do with it, believe me. He's an 8-time world champion. This is he's at a much higher level at this point than Ruslan Pernavikov, believe me.
Is Manny thinking knockout already? Or?
Manny never thinks knockout. If it happens, it happens. But I think I've got him ready, and the way he would work for this fight, I think he's ready for a knockout, yes.
Why?
Because his explosions coming back, the work back on the heavy bag, really strong heavy bag work, back to what we used to do, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds of heavy bag every day, just strength work, and he's really come along a long way. He's very strong right now, and if you want proof of that, I'll put my chest protector on you. If you last more than 30 seconds, I will give you $1,000.
Are you pissed off yet this week? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you getting angry finally? Is somebody getting angry?
I'm already pissed off.
Why?
I'm ready to fight, just like Manny.
Do you think that Algieri has any kind of power that could get Manny's respect?
Couldn't break a fucking egg. Come on, give me a break.
Freddie, will you allow Manny to go back to the PBA after the fight?
Hmm?
Will you allow Manny to go back to the PBA after the fight?
I hope he does well in the PBA. I'm not sure if he's big enough to be in that league, but he'll do his best, and I look forward to watching some basketball games.
If ever you get Mayweather, will you allow Manny to still do PBA? Or?
No. If Mayweather came, you know, everything would stop, of course. But, you know, we've been waiting for this for how long now? Everyone's like, to dream, will that dream ever come true? I doubt it. You know, he's been ducking us for 3.5 years now. I mean, he's shot. His legs are gone. Manny will knock him out. It's not even a fight anymore. The guy's all done.
Do you think that, did you see anything in the Maidana fights that told you that he's really declining seriously?
Just look at the fight. Look at his legs laying on the ropes. He can't move anymore. He used to move constantly for 12 rounds. He can't even do that anymore. He's right in front of you.
So are you just settled that that fight probably just won't happen?
Well, I've been waiting 3.5 years for it. What should make me think it will happen? Yeah, I mean, he hasn't signed any contracts. There's no negotiations going on. Aram says it might happen. And I talked to Les Moonboos from CBS, and he wants it to happen also. But the thing is, can they deliver Mayweather? I don't think so.
What do you think it is that just makes Mayweather just not want to fight? Do you think
he wants to stay undefeated? I mean, when he's undefeated, he can say he's better than everyone else out there. He says he's better than Sugar Ray Robinson because Robinson has lost fights before. Is that, you know, does anyone really think that? Not real fight people, no. I mean, Robinson would fucking destroy him. I mean, let's face it. He's a much better fighter. But the thing is, he has lost on his record, so Mayweather can say he's better than these guys because he's undefeated. He's just that zero means so much to him that he won't take a chance. He won't fight any fighter that has a pulse.
Well, at a certain point, would you think that money just makes more sense than it makes the risk worth it?
No, you know, all people don't think the same way. He has a lot of money. I mean, he makes a lot of money every fight. He has a contract that they guarantee him a huge amount of money, where Showtime's losing their ass. But, you know, the thing is, he has a contract to make big money, and he gets to pick the opponents. That's the mistake they made.
And so what else is out there? Because I remember I asked you a while ago what was left out there for Manny. You said Mayweather was the last mountain.
How about Danny Garcia at 140? We'll go there. I mean, we got a lot of there's options out there. Mayweather's not everything. I mean, if he doesn't want to fight us, well, we can't sit around and wait. I mean, so we'll stay active. There's nobody that we're afraid of out there. We'll fight anybody, even that guy.
This guy right here? I don't know. Joe is a Golden Gloves champion.
Yeah, I heard that.
Tell me about one of the names being thrown out there was Jesse Vargas. How do you think Manny does with him?
Jesse Vargas is going to get knocked out on Sunday night, so we don't have to worry about that. DeMarco's going to kick his ass.
So there's going to be a very small pool then, I guess, right? For
very small pool.
And another name out there, Diego Chavez was thrown out if he beats Tim Bradley. Think he has a chance against Tim Bradley?
Is he still alive?
I heard.
I don't know. I
Not back in the country.
haven't heard that name in a while.
Thank you.
How much longer would you like to see Manny Pacquiao keep on fighting?
As long as he's trained like he is, he can go do it as long as he wants. Once he starts slowing down, I'll tell him to quit. But the thing is, he hasn't started that yet. He's looking. His work ethic is better now than it was when I first started with him. He's a great talent. He is unbelievable. He trains hard, and it'll show on Sunday morning. Okay, a little confused there.
Sunday noon.
Yeah.
But there was also you have the same problem, wouldn't you suspect, with getting the Mayweather fight and Danny Garcia because they're both with Al Heyman. Al Heyman likes to keep his guys in a small circle. Do you think that there's also an issue making that fight with Danny Garcia?
Well, I think he'll give Garcia up. He won't give Mayweather up, but he might have to give us. He can't just have 160 fighters and not fight outside that box, unless he's trying to be like MMA and monopolize boxing. And I don't think that's possible. But the thing is, his guys are just fighting each other and so forth, and that gets boring. I mean, when you have the same guy. So you take the winner and go on, and take the loser and let him go. So Garcia he might give Garcia up for that, yeah. I mean, for a title, he might give it up.
But we saw him also make other decisions that seemed deleterious to his fighters, like with Kid Chocolate. He had him give up his belt instead of fighting for Jay-Z. He had another fighter do the same thing.
Yeah, because he was scared.
Yeah. Right, so it looks like he seems very adamant about keeping it in the circle. If not those guys, who else would it be out there for Manny? That would be interesting.
Well, we can't really worry about Al Heyman not trying to control the boxing world and so forth, and we have to go with the number one guys out there, the mandatories. That's what we're down to. We have to face them. That's a mandatory. Unless they give up their title, they have to fight us. So the thing is, if we have to resort to that, we will. I mean, we'll fight the number one contenders out there. I mean, there is still mandatory defenses in all boxing, and Al Heyman can't control that.
Wouldn't you agree that people would be just willing to see Manny fight more or less anyone, as long as he has exciting fights and is able to score?
Well, I could fight against you. It'd be pretty exciting for about 30 seconds. And
Not for me.
The thing is, I mean, who cares? They got to mean more than that. It just can't be. It's got to mean something for people to come. I mean, this is what pay-per-view is all about. That's why there's only like 6, 7 pay-per-view fighters in the world, because they're exciting and they put on good performances, and only certain guys kind of match up like that, So, I've got a couple of pay-per-view fighters with Manny and Cotto, and they're both doing really well. And we're trying to get Cotto and Canelo Alvarez together, and if Cotto beats Alvarez, then maybe we'll go after Triple G. Who cares? Amir Khan, he knocked him out in the gym. It's no big fight.
Knocked him flat out?
He had Amir down at least 4 times.
You wanted Robert Garcia for this fight, and Danny Garcia, sorry.
Yep.
But did you ever get to the point where you convinced them to make an overture to him to see whether or not he had interest?
They had interest, of course, fighting Pacquiao. The thing is, he's where the money is, and everyone wants to make more money. So there is interest there. I mean,
but what they were willing to offer, he priced himself out.
But they end up pricing themselves out, yes. So that's the situation where you come against at times. So.
Freddie, why is Danny your second wish?
I think he's a good fighter. I think he's an exciting fight. He's a puncher. He will go for the knockout. He will swing as hard as he can. He's a little bit wild, but if you box him, I think if you box him smartly, I think he's beatable. But the thing is, if you trade with him, he's very dangerous. So it's a good fight. It's a good fight for the fans, I feel. And his dad talks a lot of shit. And yeah, that'd be fun. Because he can't hurt my religion because I don't have one.
So you don't think he can say anything that could really piss you off?
His dad? Me and him are kind of friends, you know. I mean, it's just like, you know, he knows what I'm up to, and you know, and I know what he's up to. But the thing is, Manny's not gonna fall for that. And Manny doesn't care what you say, you know. Manny's just not that type of person. Whatever, you know, you can say bad things about whatever subject it may be, but Manny just lets it go. He's not that type of fighter that's gonna get caught up in it. Amir did get caught up in it and just wanted to kill him so badly that he got caught, you know. So, but Amir should have outboxed him easily in that fight, I thought, but it didn't work out that way. Yeah, but the finish is what counts. So.
Freddie, in this fight, if Manny doesn't succeed with the early knockout and it starts to get into the middle and the late rounds, does it then? Is there a chance it could shift to Algieri later?
I think Manny's going to dominate this fight. You know, the thing is, I just say one round knockout just to fuck with our opponent a little bit. And just like he's just getting mad at me every day, so I want him mad at me. So, because I don't care. So, but the thing is, he's not a bad person and nothing like that. I'm not saying this, but he's really cocky, and I think he's in way over his head. So the thing is, I think we'll prove that. But you know, the thing is that you know he's a durable guy. He proved that he has heart. So, but I think that he's just in over his head with Manny Pacquiao a little bit because at this level, it's not the same as Ruslan Pernavakov. This is a much higher level fight than that one was, and I think he's in way over his head.
How important are body shots for a guy who moves, against a guy who moves?
Well, you know, they come into play, take the legs away, you know. They're very important in a fight like this with Manny, but the thing is, you know, he's kind of tall and rangy and so forth with the high guard. The body is open. It'll be part of our attack.
Do you think that when you have a guy that tall, he has the range, but when he gets inside, he's a lot of target. Do you think that will play against Algieri?
I think so, and the thing is, you know, he's supposed to have a good, fast jab and everything. He doesn't know what fast is until he gets in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. People, they don't realize what speed is until you're in there against it. You know, it's like when I fought Camacho, I had all fast sparring partners and so forth, and then by the time I got to hit the fight, my sparring partners were like fucking molasses, I swear. I mean, this guy was so fast, I couldn't handle it. He just was too quick for me. You know, he just he'd land 5 punches, and I go throw back at him, and he'd be 5 feet away. I mean, so he has that kind of, you know, Manny has that kind of speed. It's really, really hard to measure by watching, but when you're in there against it, it's overwhelming.
That's what Bradley said. They got into a Twitter war, him and Algieri.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No, I don't watch Twitter. I don't watch, I'm not internet. I don't read internet, okay, because I just don't have time.
Bradley, you think you're faster than me? Watch how fast Manny is in front of you doing his combinations. His four combinations, moving angles.
He knows. He's been there twice.
Do you think that? Do you think that? Because you said one round. Do you think it'll be Manny going out there and landing just one big punch like he did against Haddon, or will it be like kind of Barrera type of beatdown type of fight?
I told Manny we can't give this guy momentum. You can't get him. You can't let him grow and get confidence. I said we got to keep him at bay. We're going to start quick. We're going to stay punching for as long as it takes. Okay. The thing is, you can't give a guy like this confidence because the young man will grow. He'll get stronger, more brave, and better as the fight goes on. So Manny's. Our game plan is to jump on this guy right away, stay on him, but not jump on him in a super way. We're going to do it correctly and smart.
What is Manny's mental makeup for this fight? Is he thinking to be aggressive and really? Like, is there a different kind of mindset where Manny is when he's feeling more like being aggressive and getting people out of there? Does he get mean?
Well, he wants to. The things we did in this training camp were things that reflect back on training camps when we were with Ledwaba and Barrera and so forth. We did a lot of those type workouts with this training camp, a lot of heavy bag, a lot of hard work, a lot of strength work. He wants to get back to where he was and knocking people out because he started hearing you guys saying he lost his punch. So you guys keep saying that, and he's going to he'll want to get stronger and stronger and prove everybody wrong. And so I should thank you for getting him motivated.
Freddie, I know what you're saying about obviously Algieri not in Manny's class. When you look at Algieri against some of the people Manny's fought, does he compare to anyone for you? I mean, I know you've said De La Hoya a little bit, but well, he doesn't have that kind of resume either. But
no,
is
but
there anybody out there now?
Margarita was a big guy, a bigger guy also, and had a longer reach advantage, but not a mover, no. But the thing is, mover is like, when you have a fighter that knows how to control the ring, makes it a lot smaller and so forth. Ring generalship is a lost art, and my fighters all know what to do with ring generalship, and that's how Cotto won his last fight, by controlling the ring and putting himself in good positions at all times, and Manny will do the same. If you keep yourself in good positions at all times, you will win the fight much easier and much more controlled. And ring generalship is a lost art. It's something my teacher, Eddie Fudge, taught me as a young man, and it's not taught anymore. And when these people start following each other into traps and so forth, it makes me sick. But I'm glad my fighters know how to control the ring, and you'll see that on Sunday.
And Algieri, though, he might not have the speed to cope with Manny, but it seems like he does have the smarts in terms of how he analyzes the correct way to fight, too.
No.
No?
Square, kickboxer, a lot of mistakes, gets hit with everything. It has a pretty good jab, but you can take that away easily. That'll be taken away in the first round. He'll stop throwing it. No, I don't see it. I don't see him as a guy. He's not that good a fighter.
You see aspects of the kickboxing still in his style?
Yes, I do. And like, he's supposed to be undefeated there, but he got knocked out one, and the tape is on YouTube if you want to look at him get knocked out. So, but I thought he was undefeated, though.
Well, it wasn't on the official record.
Oh, bullshit, it wasn't on the official record. I mean, it's judges, there's a crowd, there's an audience there. He says it was an unsanctioned fight. I says, how come there was an audience and a crowd there inside? So full of shit, he's lying. Like he's a doctor. Give me a fucking break. Doctor.
Freddie, in a few years, who do you putting boxing in their back and forth future stars?
We got some good young guys coming up there. I like kid from Texas, undefeated. Al Heyman has him knocked out. Oh shit! He knocked him out in training camp in the amateurs. Help me, somebody. Yes. Very good. Thank you. Errol Spence is a star, a future star. I don't know him that well, but I was in training camp with him when I was trying to help the U.S. Olympic team, and he's a very good fighter. And he knocked out Cincinnati, Big Mouth. He knocked out Broner in the gym. I was there. I was there. He was out. It's not a lie. Yes, he did. Broner had no idea where he was. He didn't go down, but he was walking around the ring in a daze, and they had to stop it. And then Broner wanted to finish, and they wouldn't let him. And they almost got into a street fight. But it was. I kind of like Broner because I think he had a nice side to him at one time, and he turned into an asshole somewhere along the way, or at least in my opinion. But Broner was a nice kid at one time, and I was helping him in the Olympic Training Center. And I remember when he elbowed me in the head, and I elbowed him back, and I said, "You're not the only one that knows how to do that." So, he's what he is. But Spence knocked him out. I was there. I think he's might be one of our future stars. No, Spence.
Is there anyone who you don't train at the moment but you quite like to train? Boxers
Yes, Spence would be one of them.
Yeah.
I think he's good talent. There's some good guys out there. I just took over. I just had him in training camp with Manny. He fights on the 13th of December, and I'm so bad with names. One Ramirez. Jose Ramirez. So I had Jose. He had to box with Manny 4 times in the last 2 weeks. And it was very good for him, I thought. And I think he's got a lot of potential. He's a good young fighter. He's very game. He likes to fight, and he's exciting. He'll work on the defense a little bit, but he's a solid guy. Yeah. I put Frankie Gomez against anybody. Frankie Gomez is a future superstar. Frankie, he just said, if I get him a little more activity. Frankie is a very, very good fighter. Him and Manny are toe-to-toe. When they box, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, both ways. Frankie's a talented kid. Yeah, he's young, he's hungry, he's mean. I like that about him.
You said very hard to get an emotion out of him, right? Hard to smile.
Whatever you say, he's like Manny. You're not going to bother him at all. It's all about the fight. Yeah, he's a very good prospect. He might be the best prospect in the world today, I think. I mean, I'd go that far. He's a very talented kid. But we just got to get a little more activity, because he wins a fight and he takes some time off and enjoys it and so forth. And I'd rather get him back in the gym and duplicating those. I think his activity's just not enough for a young kid, and fighting 2 or 3 times a year is not enough.
One last question: what's your thoughts on Garcia versus Losevin of the junior fight?
I trained Benavidez for a while. I'm a big fan of his. He's a great kid. I wish him well. I hope he wins that fight. But it's not an easy fight by any means. But he's a good fighter. I hope Benavidez wins. I'm honest. I'm still a friend and a fan of his.